On Wednesday morning, as soon as I parked my car in the parking space, I saw my pregnant colleague Zhao Wu walking towards me, holding her waist. "Zhao Li, I have to trouble you to take me home again today." She smiled and patted my car door, looking at the low fuel displayed on the dashboard. I recalled the scene last week when she rubbed the residue of morning sickness against the leather seat. Finally, I made up my mind. This time, I had to solve the problem of rubbing against the car completely, but in the least friendly way. 1. Why is it wrong to say no directly? Risk of moral blackmail. A certain workplace survey shows that 72% of employees think that refusing a pregnant woman's request will be labeled as cold-blooded. Just like last time, when I made an excuse that the car needs maintenance, Lao Wang from the same department immediately responded, "Zhao Wu is already 6 months pregnant. Why don't you take a detour?" This kind of invisible pressure turns a simple rejection into a moral judgment. Irreversible relationship damage. A former colleague, E.G., once directly told a pregnant woman who was hitchhikers, "It's not on the way." As a result, the woman posted a long article in the department group expressing her feelings about the coldness and warmth of human relationships. Since then, Jay has been isolated, and no one has even helped him print documents. This is the broken window effect in the Chinese workplace. A single rejection may trigger a chain of negative comments. 2 or 3 steps soft refusal strategy. Get her to give up hitchhikers voluntarily the first step. Create a busy persona of force majeure. Operation example. I publicly placed the certified public accountant textbook in the office and told everyone I met. Alas, the boss said that if I don't take the exam, I'll lose points in the year-end assessment. When Zhao Wu asked for a free ride again, he pointed at the textbook and sighed, "I have to study at the company until 9 o'clock today." The consolidated financial statements in this chapter are really too difficult. Psychological principles. By applying the effect of responsibility dispersion, the reasons for rejection are attributed to objective pressure, rather than subjective unwillingness. The American social psychologist Festinger pointed out that people's acceptance of force majeure is 47% higher than that of personal will. Step 2. Use the time difference to cut off the fixed carpooling mode. Specific implementation. Leave work 1 hour earlier from Monday to Thursday. The training class teacher said that evening classes are more efficient. Change to the subway on Friday. The train has been sent for 4-wheel alignment. It will take 3 days. The weekend self-driving route bypasses Shao community. It's not on the way to my mother-in-law's house in the suburbs. Key details. Every time you change your itinerary, you should casually let your colleagues know. For instance, you can post a photo of signing in for a training course on your moments, or complain in the tea room that the subway is so crowded that my feet are swollen. Making the decision to give up hitchhiking seem natural and logical. Step 3. Use the closed-loop relationship of compensatory care. Heartwarming operation. I bought 2 boxes of free-range eggs online and delivered them to Zhao Wu's workstation. I heard that this is good for pregnant women. My mom specially sent them to me. I'll share some with you for nourishment. Attached is a handwritten note. I really haven't had time to pick you up and drop you off recently while preparing for the exam. I will definitely bring you the prenatal checkup report often after the exam. Social logic. The principle of reciprocity in anthropology takes effect here. When you offer substantial care, the other party will subconsciously counteract the negative feeling of being rejected. Just like after I delivered the eggs, Zhao Wu instead spoke up for me in the department group. Zhao Wu has been studying very hard recently. Now I'm taking Zhao Wu's car instead. 3. Respond in different scenarios. Rhetoric adjustment at different stages of pregnancy. Early pregnancy, rejection focus. Emphasizing protecting the safety of pregnant women. The shock absorption in my car is not good. I'm afraid it might bump the baby. It's more safe for you to take a taxi. Second trimester. Reject key points. Highlight one's own time conflict. I signed up for a yoga class for pregnant women. Every day after work, I have to pick up the instructor. The route is completely opposite. Late pregnancy. Reject key points. Focus on professional medical advice. The obstetrician said that pregnant women had better take a spacious business car. I'm afraid my car will make you feel wronged. 4. Preventive measures. Avoid hitchhikers from the source. Establish boundaries in the early stage of employment. When a new colleague joins the company, they proactively say, My driving skills are not good. My family doesn't allow me to bring people along casually, thereby implanting the impression of inconvenience in bringing people along. Periodic showing weakness. Every month, it's very fixed days when people cry poor. The oil price has gone up again. Now even commuting to and from work counts as fuel cost, making those who hitch rides feel embarrassed to speak up. Manufacturing alternative solutions. Introduce a colleague from the same community. Xiaozhang also lives in your area. His SUV has a large space. How about sharing a ride with him? It not only solves the problem, but also sells a favor. 5. The underlying logic of a society of human feelings. Warm self-interest. In his book, One Sentence is Worth 10,000. Writer Liu Zhenyan wrote, "The interpersonal relationships among Chinese people are like tangled vines. Pulling them too hard will hurt each other. Just like I used the excuse of being busy with my studies to keep away from hitch-hippers. Essentially, I was maintaining my own boundaries. But by compensating with giving eggs, I managed to keep this relationship warm." High emotional intelligence in the workplace is never about blind compromise, but about knowing how to use soft rejection to resolve conflicts, neither hurting oneself nor embarrassing others. It's like coating a sharp rejection with a layer of sugar, sweet when you take a bite and not bitter when you savor it.